da 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 da. Boom, 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 boom. Hey, I'm coming. I'm coming. Eh, eh, eh. That is not sex noises. Man. Well, it's Thursday. Part of that WTF. Man. Oh, goodness gracious. All right. Man, y'all done made me miss out on my whole date. Well, it's not really a date. It's not a date at all, actually. I was just going to Chili's with my friend. So it was like I guess like a friend date. Before y'all start sitting here and be like, oh, whatever. But anyhow, let me go on and put this up because it's going to be an interesting evening. Let me go on and put my phone on this thing right here. And we're going to go ahead and get started. Let me find her. Royce, you need a throat lozenge. Leave me alone. Anyway.
Hello
Brandi.
there. Hi, gorgeous.
I'm going to introduce you really quick. So this is Brandi. She was actually there at the house that night, and she is also kind of filling in holes of what happened that evening. She is the person who saw my child when he came downstairs, and she is also going to recount her experience that night, which I think is ooh, I didn't know that was gonna happen. Ooh,
Look at
oh my
God.
gosh.
I was God. I was God.
Um, she's going to recount her experience from that evening and what happened to her. And I think it is extremely important for her to tell her story. And I'm going to give you the floor.
Uh,
Well, even before that, even before you talk, let's discuss even how we started communicating within the past, what, not even 24 hours. Um, so I received a message through DM, and she was asking me if I remembered her. And I didn't. I actually asked her if she was the girl that peed in the seat because she was saying she was there that night.
I
And
think
she
I know
said
who that
no.
is too. I don't
Yeah,
know her
I
name.
found out.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know it. I found out. But so she, like I said, Brandi reached out to me and she was saying, I'm the girl, you took my keys. That is when it, I mean, everything kind of really started coming back to me when Lewis was saying I went back to the house And I was like, oh, I couldn't remember. And then I was like, oh, I do remember because I was cussing out everybody. He was like, yeah. But then he was like, but we talked in the room. And I couldn't remember what room he was talking about. Well, Brandi is going to tell you all what happened that night when she was there regarding my son, as well as myself, and even the next morning. And I think her story is extremely important. If there is anyone else out there who feels as if they do not have a voice, open your mouth. You are not alone. Go ahead.
Definitely not. Is Cali gonna be joining this live?
Um,
Because
I
I
can
wonder if he remember me as well.
I can ask him to. Do you want me to ask him?
Yeah.
Okay, let me see.
I need to smoke.
If anybody's on here, if Callie is not still on live, let him know that I did invite him to this live at the wishes of Brandi. So go ahead.
So, to start from the beginning, I've been knowing him for years.
Who is
Um,
he?
Superman for years, since like 2012. But it wasn't until 2019 when I moved to Georgia when we really started hanging out. So this particular night, I got invited over. Um, and as I was on my way, I'm thinking, I'm just going to go hang out for a couple hours and I'm going to return home. I was told to be cool because baby mama number one was there and she's with someone in the guest house and she's taking a nap, and to just, come enjoy the vibes, have a great time.
So to pause there, he was
Hmm.
speaking about me, and he said that I was with who in the guest house?
Your boyfriend at the time, which was a doctor or a psychiatrist guy or
Yeah,
somebody that you were
my
dating.
boyfriend, who I've explained, was a traveling psychologist in the Bahamas.
Mm-hmm.
He never set foot on that property. We actually broke up when I explained to him about the story I was told regarding the basketball player not being distraught. That's when he told me to leave. And as hey, Kathy,
What's happening, Royce?
I'm good.
Hi, Cali.
Hey, what's going on?
Nothing
I,
much. Do you remember me? I had like a
uh,
little puffball, top of
Mhm.
my head with curls.
I don't know. It's kind of dark. It's kind of dark over there where you at. Um, where was you at? Where was you at in the house? Was you by me?
I believe so. I was at the table with a few other people. It was a handful of
You
people.
was
It was a
sitting
tattoo
on the left
artist.
side of me.
Yes, I was. Yes, I
I remember.
was. Yes, sir.
You sure
I
was. I
remember.
remember.
I remember everything. That's crazy. Ooh, that's
You
crazy.
were you were a little tipsy when I were you. Is that right?
No, I
Not
didn't
you.
drink anything. Yeah, that was my first time trying that.
Okay, okay. I just remember you sitting over there. Okay, maybe it was the other girl. Maybe it was the other girl because it was somebody else at that table, and then I remember they got up or whatever. Okay, yeah, I do remember you from the table, from the table. Yep.
Yeah, I started panicking. Well, before we get there, so as I get there, right, there's like I want to say 5 or 6 males outside. and what are they? German shepherds, big dogs, two big
Malawas.
dogs. Yeah,
Yeah, he got some big dogs.
big ass
Yeah.
Yeah.
dogs. They were
Those trained
circling
to
my
kill
car.
dogs. The dog that I have a video of that bit me.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Oh yeah,
Damn.
I'll repost it. It's fine.
Okay. But yeah, they were circling my car before I got out. You know, met some friends. Everything was cool. It was a vibe when I first got there. Music was playing. But once
Yep.
the
Music was playing. Yep.
mushrooms came in, things changed, and I didn't like the experience. So now I'm asking, like, when is this supposed to go away? Like, how long are we supposed to? And I remember somebody, I can't remember who, somebody was like, well, this is only the first round. You got to do the second round. And now at this point, I'm panicking. I'm like, second round? Oh, heck no. I don't like this. I'm about to throw up. I don't like the motions. Like, I'm cold. I don't like it. So, Superman's trainer, I don't want to put nobody's names out there, but his trainer looked out for me. He was like, come with me. I'm gonna just, put you
Had you
upstairs in
seen
this
my
room
son already?
so you can calm down. I did see your son. I did see your son when it was right before it started raining colors. Right before it kicked in. I seen
Yep.
him.
You
I
see them
looked up
colors. You
and he
start seeing
was,
them colors.
yeah. The whole room got like, it got lit. Like, whew, that experience was crazy. But I did. I looked up and I seen him and I waved at him. He didn't say anything. He didn't wave back. He just stared. And I'm pretty sure why, because we was all out of our mind.
Facts.
And I didn't think about it until later. Like, why is there kids here? Like, why is his son here? Like, what the hell? Why is he downstairs? Or I didn't know what was going on. Like, I'm just here. Like, just here. Um, so fast forward, the trainer is now taking me upstairs because I'm panicking. I'm thinking, you know, I'm I'm having negative thoughts. This is like a really bad trip for me. My first time. I don't know nobody. I'm by myself. Nobody knows I'm here. I didn't tell no family members, no friends. Like, I rolled up by myself. Who does that? Slow. But I did, so the trainer looked out for me and he kept coming up there every 10, 15 minutes, it felt like, just to make sure I was okay. He was like, just calm down, drink some water, you'll be okay. And then next thing you know, I'm like, I'm trying to calm myself down. I couldn't go to sleep. I had my eyes closed for a long time. And I remember I had my keys in my pocket. So that's when Royce and the trainer comes in the room. And she's like, hey, um, I just came to check on you. Like, where are your keys at? And I'm like, they're in my pocket. They're right here. They're safe. And she's like, okay, well, let me have them. And I'm like, why? At first, I'm like, what do you mean? She's like, I just, people do crazy things sometimes. They first time doing it. I just want to make sure you're okay. And I'm like, I'm good. I literally lost my sister to a car accident like less than a year ago. I'm not going nowhere. I know that I'm not right now. So I still handed her my keys. Something told me to hand it to her. But the moment that door closed, I freaked out. I started panicking. I'm like, these people gonna chop me up and feed me to the snakes downstairs. Like, I'm having some bad thoughts. I'm like, this is not, like, I want it to go away. Somebody turn it off. Fix me. Like, I don't like this. And I'm up here by myself.
Damn.
So sure enough, the trainer comes back and he sees I'm just panicking. I can't sit in one spot. I'm just like tears all over my face. I can't explain all these feelings and emotions that I'm going through.
I know exactly where you was at. Yep.
Yes.
I
So
know exactly.
he's
Yep.
like, what can I do to help you? I'm like, just give me my keys back, please. I'll just lay here. I won't move. I won't talk to nobody. I won't go nowhere. I promise. I promise you I'm not going nowhere. And he brought me my keys back. So I calmed down and I laid there and I tried to go to sleep. And sure enough, I remember what this man smelled like. And it wasn't Superman that came and picked me up, but somebody picked me up and took me downstairs, long flight of stairs, and down this hallway to big ass room, his room, Superman's room. So now I'm here. I'm here. So we're gonna fast forward to adult things, you know, and here I am waking up at like 5:45, 6:30, maybe real early, and I hear you. I hear you outside. I'm laying in this bed and I hear you outside talking about you will light this shit up, you will shoot this shit up, open the gate. I hear you arguing with somebody. I don't know who it is, but I hear all of this. Here comes Royce. She's bamming on the door. Superman proceeds to pick up his phone and he's looking at the cameras and he's like, it's just my baby mama. So now somebody's on the phone yelling, screaming, yelling on the phone. I'm laying right next to him. I'm literally laying right next to him. So I can hear the other person screaming and yelling. One was a woman, I'm sure it was Royce, and one was a male. And so after he got off the phone with the male, I'm like, what is going on? Like, he's like, it's cool. You can just go back to sleep. Somebody was still high, still on shrooms and stuff. And so they was running outside naked and somebody called the police, but I got it handled. You can just go back to sleep.
So, Cali, you were naked outside
You were
and acting
the
crazy.
naked man.
Yeah.
All these years in my head, you were the naked man. That's crazy.
Mm-hmm.
It definitely was.
And when she heard me banging on the door, it was when I was being like, get the fuck up. There's police, like, at the house. That's when
So
you heard
like,
me bang on the door. That when I
Yes.
was banging on the door, it was when police were there. So Callie was already gone.
Yeah.
my
It
shoes
definitely
was
was.
left there for like 3 months.
Yeah.
My shoes was gone. I didn't know where my shoes was the next morning. But what really got me to this place of like wanting to speak up is a live that I seen y'all do yesterday. So yesterday,
Mm-hmm.
it fucking broke me. It
Wow.
fucking broke me because of the things that you heard of him doing in the room, in some room with 3 other men or 2 other men with men, and then you proceed to put your, I feel disgusted, like I feel it's a lot. It's a lot of moving pieces, a lot of things that.
A lot of moving pieces. So it's definitely a lot of moving pieces. I am so sorry. Wow.
And I've
I
held on to this for so long. And I've kept this shit to my motherfucking self. I felt like I couldn't talk to nobody. I felt like I've been being watched. I've been being like, let's talk about this text message that I did not send
To me.
to Royce on Monday. I DM'd her. I DM'd her yesterday and sent her my number. And she sent me a text tonight that says, hey, we need to talk on Monday. How? How did I get your, how?
Yeah. I was explaining to you, I was like, I didn't even know I had your number until you text me that picture of you being like helping with his birthday party that next year or later on that year, whenever it was. And I was like, I didn't even know I had your number. So I guess at some point we exchanged numbers and she's like, wait, no, I just got your number. I just saved it in my phone. And I'm like, no, you text me on Monday saying, hey, can we talk at like 11 p.m. And she's like, no, I didn't. And I'm like, yes, you did. And I screen grabbed it and I sent it to her. And she's like, I didn't send you that.
That's on my.
So now we got people playing on phones.
Yo,
Do he have my account information or something? My Apple account, is he logged in on the phone that like he could receive all my texts or something? Like, well, I don't get it. But at this point, I'm scared.
sis, listen to me. Listen to me. Yo, I told y'all my phone was acting crazy.
Mhm.
When I got to my phone was scrambling. It would not come on. It was This is why I couldn't.
Remember last night when people talking about, oh, they couldn't hear me, I was distorted, I was glitching, and even when I started this one, people were talking about they couldn't hear me, or Royce turned the comments off because I guess there's people acting crazy in the comments. I turned them off, but still saying that my video was messed up. But from what I see, I'm clear as day. This is the type of shit I be talking about. What you went through is very borderline. And you know what I mean when I say borderline. Nobody should have transported you from that fucking room to put you in his bed as a present or as his dessert, his finale, after what he had just done.
That's fucking disgusting, yo.
It
That's
is. And
fucking
just like, remember
disgusting.
you said you were disgusted because he raw dogged you? Well, you ain't just say that, but you told me that. This is how I
Thanks,
felt
Royce.
all them years ago. I'm sorry. But I mean, I'm sorry. I'm just saying it's important because this is how nasty he is. And that's why even when I said in that one part of my video, when I found out that he had been fucking all these girls, I was like, oh my God, all I could think about was he does not like to use condoms. But
At all.
my stupid ass was there during quarantine and I fell for all the antics just like you. Sweetheart, I do not
And
want
I
you to
thought you was
feel.
there with your man.
I know, but that's what I'm saying. Like, to every woman that has dealt with this man who is feeling like, I don't want to say nothing because I was so embarrassed. We all feel that way. We all feel stupid as fuck. We all
Stupid
feel
as
dumb. We
fuck.
all feel like, oh, when
Oh,
people say, oh, y'all weren't manipulated, y'all just saw money. No, it was way deeper than that because he knew how to pull at your heartstrings. He knew how to play on your trauma. He knew how to make it seem like he was Superman.
Yo, yo, I'm I'm so fucking blow because like this is what I told y'all. I told y'all first I heard. Listen, I walked through the back door. Cause they left me on the stairs, like I was out on the stairs. I found my way around to the back door. I was up and down, up and down. I was watching them all through. When I got to that back window, I was watching them all through the glass. It was Superman, the dark skin. He wasn't bald headed, but his haircut was very low. It was Kevin Wesley, and it was the tattoo guy.
the tattoo
So
artist.
the light skinned guy, right?
Uh-huh.
The big light skinned guy, right?
Uh-huh.
Him, and it was a girl sitting across,
Bald head.
bald head. Yep.
That's the one who peed in the chair. I don't know her name, but
Yeah, I don't know her name either. She came in my chat one day. She came in my chat one day while I was live, and she said I was there that night. She said I was the sneaky link that didn't eat the fruit. Now, when she left that comment, she said, I was the sneaky link that didn't eat the fruit. And she put a bunch of laughing faces. To this day, that comment bothers me. Why did she say that with a bunch of laughing faces? And then when she left that message, an account came in my chat that was named under his basketball name, his legal name, Superman's name, that said, he told her to shut the fuck up. Shut up. And that girl never commented no more. Then he left me a message. And um, he said, Cali, I'm in Atlanta right now. He said, get off the internet and come see me. And I responded back to him and I said, put a face on it. I said, until you put a face on it, I'm going to just assume this is a fake page. Now, it bothers me why she said I was the sneaky link who didn't eat the fruit. That's weird to me. And then she just put these little laughing faces, and he came immediately and told her, you better shut up, right? That's the girl I heard, or that's the girl that was sitting in the
That was
living
in
room,
that
and I heard
room
her
that you
moaning.
heard the first time.
And you heard her
Yeah, that
leave.
wasn't me.
You
So
heard
I
that
heard
girl
her
leave.
first. Then it went quiet. It went quiet in there. Then I just heard those guys. Superman, Kevin Wesley, the dark skinned, low haircut, bald head guy, and the tattoo dude. They were all in there just giggling and talking, giggling, and it was like some old high school girl type stuff. And then I just started hearing Superman moaning and it was like it was like, God, and then he came in your room. He came in there with you.
And raw dogged me. He came in there and did me like that, bro.
God, God, baby.
So fucking stupid,
You're
yo.
not stupid.
Nah,
You're
you
not
not
stupid. You
stupid at all.
felt
You not, man. This, yo,
And I was just flossing him around. Oh my God. You got me an NBA player. The fuck? And you want to know who else I remember? I don't know if this has anything to do with your situation, but she was like, I'll have to text you her name that was told to me, but she was the nanny, like
the nanny was there.
of the
Then,
house. Yes,
then,
like a Jamaican
yep,
lady.
yep,
She stared at me
yep.
the whole night, the whole entire night, and I feel like every time I did go back and hang out, and she was there before she got let go, she would be asking me about my son, like, so who's taking care of your kid? Where's
And
your
you know,
son at?
I never saw her that night. I was told that she was
Exactly.
off the clock. I
She was on the porch
never
when I
saw
pulled
her
up.
that.
She was on
I
the
never
porch.
fucking saw her that night, y'all.
She was on the porch when I pulled up.
There. She
Yeah,
was
she was.
I
there.
was asleep.
Yep, she was
Just like when
definitely there.
when Brandi got there, I was in my room in the guest house. I was asleep.
Yep, she was there. The nanny lady. When I pulled up, she was standing on the porch. Yep. Listen, y'all. I'm telling y'all. I felt like some shit was weird. I felt like some shit was weird. I felt like after a while, after I flipped out about that dude being missing, I started feeling like something is not right. Like I don't know, man. I just felt like I was. This is when I started yelling at Kevin Wesley and was telling him he sold his soul. I was like, you sold your soul, nigga. Like, yo, he took me down those stairs, and I ain't gonna lie, that's when I felt like, is these niggas about to try to sacrifice me or something? Like, real talk. Like, that's what it was. A lot going on them stairs, and
Yeah.
I wasn't nobody running around there naked. Nothing sexual happened with me at that house. Nobody violated me, no nothing like that. But it was some weird shit. I felt like that was weird. Nigga offering me some fruit. I heard the gay sex going on in the next room. I heard it. You know what I'm saying? And then a nigga come in, walk out that room, and try to offer me a bowl of fruit
And
with his
meanwhile,
hips
my
gyrating.
child is just walking around saying he's hungry.
and he's hungry with a bunch of stuff on the table. Do you remember that table? Wasn't there
It
mushrooms
was
all
so much shit on that
all
table, peanut
on that
butter.
table?
Yes, it was a long ass table
Long
full of
ass
shit.
table full of shit.
Full of shit.
I've been saying this stuff.
I remember picking up the phone because I don't know why my high ass wanted to call my brother and ask him to bring me a bottle of water. But I picked up my phone. I got on the phone. I was standing right there where that little window is where you look into the
And
kitchen
when you look into
on that
the
side of
kitchen.
the table. Yeah. And I was on the phone and somebody was like, "What are you doing on the phone? You're not supposed to be on the phone." I was like, "I'm
Oh,
calling my
okay, so you
brother." And they
okay.
like, "You calling your brother for what?" And I was like, "Cause I need some water." And you like, "What?" Somebody said what? Like, and then they just let me talk on the phone. But he was pissed. My brother was. He can tell you that about that night I called him. He was pissed. He was like, "Where are you? Send me your location right now, cause I'm coming to get you."
So that next day, though, when you were picked up, what were you told? Or what were they told? Who picked you up?
My car was outside. My
Hmm.
car was outside, but I didn't go home the next day. I stayed. I stayed for a few days after that.
Okay.
But it, shit, a whole hell of a lot. I can't
So
say
when did
shit about.
when you were talking when you told me about the people from Philly?
We was in Philly.
Oh, when
This
you
was
heard that?
Yeah, this was
Oh,
a whole
okay.
different time. That's why I had brought that up because that conversation when he
Yeah.
said, "Oh my baby mama dumbass just did that to so she can trip harder." We was in Philly when that happened.
Okay.
Yeah, and he was supposedly, I don't know if they was still engaged. She told me they wasn't. She had just threw him this birthday party and he said they broke up and he kicked her out and he flew me out there.
This is the
Superman.
basketball girlfriend.
Yeah, the basketball
When he,
girlfriend.
yeah, the one who stepped out with right when they were in the bubble.
Yep.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yep. She was when I was coming around, she was coming there.
Hmm.
Yep,
Well,
she
she
was
was coming around like during the time I was there, but more as a just popping up and
yeah,
him
she yeah.
telling her to leave and saying that she was crazy and that she just wanted him back. And
Yeah,
yeah,
I
but
heard a lot
yeah,
of
I
that.
thought they came and picked you up, but I guess that makes sense. You had your own car. But I didn't realize
Yeah.
that was like way later that he told them that.
Yeah, this was a completely different time.
Uh,
He flew me
dang.
out
My fault.
there and his family members, two of his family members came to pick me up from the airport and to get me to his house. And when I got there, it was a vibe. Like I got videos and pictures in that big ass house, big ass fireplace, rooms everywhere, basketball court in there. I'm shooting in a gym. I got
All
videos of
that.
that. Me shooting in a damn gym.
Yeah, all that.
But it was a vibe. But that was the day that he said to them, like, he was like, "Oh, just explain how your first time with shrooms was." I was like, yeah, I didn't like that shit. I was like, it scared the shit out of me. I thought I was gonna die. I was having death thoughts. Like, nah. Like, it was too
Yeah.
many snakes in there for me. Like, I was
Let me
dancing in the damn
clarify
corner with
before
nobody.
people, hold on, let me clarify before people be like, he didn't have an inside gym. He had a basketball court. I actually did a TikTok on it. He had a
Off
basketball
to the
court
side.
on his property, which was right next to a rose garden.
Yep.
So when we're talking about gym, he does have a workout gym.
He does
But
have a
no,
gym.
there's not a basketball goal there, but there is a basketball goal on the other side of the pool.
Yep.
So before people are like, oh, she's talking about a different, no.
Inside the gym, he got the workout. He got the weights and
The way,
all of
Right.
that in there. Then
yeah,
on the side, he got the basketball court
I'm just
outside.
yeah.
trying to clarify because
Yeah.
people like to,
Take,
take little
take
things and
stuff
being
and
like,
run
this
with it.
one may, yeah.
Yeah.
They don't do that to anybody else, but they gonna do that to us.
No, but he told his family members like after I was explaining it, I was like, yeah, somebody came in there. I was like, yeah, Royce came in there and took my keys. And then I really started to panic. Like I started to trip even harder. Like, and he was like, no, her dumb ass did that on purpose because she know what people do when they on shrooms. She wanted you to trip harder. She did that shit on purpose. She took your keys on purpose. I was like,
So let's let
okay.
more people hate me.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. And boy, I can already hear them how they finna try to spin that.
Yeah.
I can
Why
already
would she
hear.
take her keys?
Yeah.
Why wouldn't she let her go home?
Oh, she
Why
was
wouldn't?
witty. She was sound like she was helping them out.
Yep.
She was.
Hmm.
No, she wanted me to be safe.
And you got
She
your
wanted
keys
me
back. Because when you really started tripping out, I was like, fuck it.
just give her her keys.
Give her her keys.
Look, I cuddled them like that was the only thing I had. I was like, all right, let me try
Yeah.
to get some sleep.
Hmm.
So you see,
Crazy.
it's just crazy because I can hear how people are gonna try to spin this even on you, sis, telling your
And
story.
it's okay. They can take what
Hmm.
they want to take from it and run with it. I just hope that this helps somebody. It
Else,
helps
Hmm.
Layla. It helps, her to get back to her mom. It should be no reason in the world why a baby is stripped from her mother.
wow.
Like,
And that says a lot about you. That says a lot about your character because this is something that happened to you like, what, 4 years ago now? And you are concerned about children, which is exactly who I'm concerned about too. Because people are always like, you're grown and you put yourself in that position. No, even as an adult, you can be groomed, you can be manipulated, you can be brainwashed. That's
You
why
definitely
people get
can.
all
You
up in this.
definitely can.
Exactly. That's why people are joining cults,
You
like
definitely
as
can.
adults and sacrificing themselves. Like, as much as someone can sit here and say, how did y'all fall for that? Oh, it couldn't have been me, or I never would have, or I would have taken my child this day. It's easy to say that from the outside
yeah,
looking
when
in,
you're not in the
standing on that and
situation.
feeling like you just this person. When
Hmm.
you are in the situation and someone is in your ear like this, and not just one, but several, and you now are trusting these people,
God.
you can definitely
So
fall for it.
so sis, like, God damn, like y'all, like, damn, it was actual contact, huh? God damn, it wasn't God.
But I'm sure you got tested and all that stuff, like, but I'm that mental, that psyche, that memory is something that is it's going to fester. But like I told you before, you are not alone. We have all been there where we felt stupid, where we felt naive and gullible, and we were. Like, call a spade again. We were.
Let, can I
But
ask?
we were coming from a place of genuineness. We were coming from a place of trust. And we felt that what
Day
was
one.
being told to us was true
Hmm.
and honest.
It's been
Can
lies.
I ask you? Can I ask you? Okay, so so you said you were tripping. We know you were tripping because you were brought to a bed, right?
I was high even the next day.
I was too. I was too. So
Like my body started hurting. That's how bad it was. My bones was fucking hurting. I'm like, why did my body hurt? I just want to go to sleep.
so I
But
want
the
to.
situation.
I'm just trying to get an understanding, right?
Hmm.
This was this. You're high, so you
Well,
wouldn't
yeah,
consider.
yeah. I was proud of that. I guess. Like, I remember that part. I remember when he came into the room and got in the bed and all the clothes got removed. Like, yeah, that was it was consensual. I'm not saying that I didn't want to do that part. Yes, I was high.
You just didn't know it was following.
Follow.
All of
Okay, I
that.
got you now.
And
It,
that part, hearing that is what made me, it shook me. It
now what
broke
I
me
told you.
down because how dare you do some
That's
shit
why I
like
was
that?
like, it's very borderline.
That's what I. Okay, I gotta understand it
How
now.
dare
Yeah.
you?
So we just following the timeline now. Like after what I heard in the next room, and then it was from there. It was to
Right
you.
after. Right after. Right after.
I told y'all, man. I told y'all these dudes is out here. They not playing fair, man. I told y'all these dudes ain't playing fair out here, man.
That's crazy.
I'm sorry, man.
That is
That's
crazy.
that's
And you were
true.
still in communication with him up until when?
Recently, it's still right now. I'm
Oh,
texting he
well,
on my line.
that might stop.
I don't, I don't give a
I,
shit.
I'm just saying, like, yikes. But
He
It
he
needs to
still
stop. It should have been.
yeah,
I've been stopped. Like I haven't seen him in person since it's been a minute. It's been
like over a year.
yeah.
Okay.
God damn, man. I'm telling y'all, it was 4 dudes. Oh my gosh.
And
Like, oh
I remember all those dudes.
And very
It's
little
crazy.
females.
Mm-hmm.
wow.
Well,
That's
I
that's
wanted, like I said before, I wanted to give you as much of the platform as I could to get you to be able to tell your story. And whether you wanted to do it at all, whether you wanted to do it anonymously and over a speakerphone, or whether you wanted to do it by video. I said that I would help you. I said that I felt like it was important.
It
Um,
is.
and I hope that you feel a sense of relief. And I think we all, as much as we may try and act like, oh, I'm good, there is a sense of fear because we know what they are capable of. And
yeah.
looking left and looking right, and our families being threatened, and
And
things
text
happening with phones.
messages, random.
Yeah,
Yes,
yeah,
like
I get it, but there's strength in numbers,
Wow.
and
Yeah.
I'm just happy that
Oh man.
when I decided to speak, that I wasn't doing it alone. So I thank everybody who has been reaching out saying that they were there that night. I think everybody who has had an important piece has opened their mouth. I do not think that the tattoo guy is going to open his mouth because of what his profession is. Um,
Yeah, I definitely don't
probably
think he's
not.
gonna open his mouth.
yeah. And I'm
He's
also
probably gonna
not going to
block me
speak
after
on,
he see this, but I
yeah,
don't
and
care.
I'm also not going to speak on the other one because I do believe that he was a saving grace. Um, and that's why I try and keep quiet even on that. And you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, I
But
mean, we still like
yeah,
this, so
Yeah.
right.
it's like we got
We
each
get,
other's number.
yeah,
If it's
See,
an issue,
yeah.
we can
see,
call, you
that's
know.
what I'm trying to
But
tell people. That's what I'm trying to get people to understand. Yo, it's still people that ain't speaking, yo.
yeah, and
It's
and we're just talking about one night. We're talking
just
about one night.
one night. This is just
Yeah,
One.
one
that's
night.
just yeah.
So just
This,
imagine what has gone on in the others. And that's why, like I said, I wanted to give you as much as a voice as I could provide. I don't have a million and something like followers on Instagram or whatever, but
I don't care
I
about
have,
none of that. I
no,
didn't
I
do
mean,
yeah,
this to
I'm
gain
just saying, but being able to
followers.
get it
Like
out there because if something does end up happening to one of us,
facts.
at least
Y'all
we
know
have
where to
told our
a
start.
story.
track record.
Yeah,
Facts. And sis, you are brave. Like you like I get what's upsetting you. Even if for you to come right from Yo, and this is what I was telling y'all about people getting sent to the clinic. This is what I was telling y'all. I've been telling y'all about
What?
these women getting sent to the clinic because all this dudes ain't out here playing fair.
Yep.
They not playing fair. And I get why you're upset. And I understand why we're kind of frightened to even tell the story because we know what we're dealing with. I'm sorry you even dealt with that. Yeah, I remember you, sis. I remember you.
Well, you got an ally here.
Definitely.
I told you that the
Thanks,
other day.
y'all.
Like whatever you
Definitely.
need, if you need an ear, we were talking until 4 o'clock in the morning.
No. It's
Like
just running our mouth.
whatever you need, like I'm here, and I hope it's
Uh,
vice versa because
It
I
is.
feel like this entire situation, as
Yeah,
traumatic as it may be, has really, really brought us all together.
it really
Like,
real
has.
talk. Real talk.
yeah,
And
Nah, real
I've
talk. And it's
been
like
waiting
we're
for this.
feeling it. We're feeling in the holes because you have to understand. People have tried to make you, Royce, crazy. For
Yeah.
years, they've been trying to make me crazy. Oh, you don't know what you were talking.
Mm-hmm.
At the end of the day, we were all tripping, right? But at the end of the day,
yeah,
we wasn't tripping because we're
We
all
was.
telling the story of what happened with us.
Yes.
And it's like we're filling in each other's timelines.
Yes.
Like the fact that you said you even heard me.
I heard you while I was laying on this man's chest. On Superman's chest. He go back to sleep. It's okay. I got it handled. It's naked man outside.
It wasn't me. Yeah, I was not the naked man.
Oh,
and
I
I
don't
was back in my room by then.
I don't
So
know where that came from, but I was
yeah,
not the naked man at all. I'm telling y'all right now, before y'all get in these blogs and stuff and try to say
yeah.
it was not me. I think Lewis confirmed that yesterday. But speaking of Lewis, they're telling me in the chat that Kevin is playing him and Lewis phone call right now on his live, and he's over there gaslighting Lewis. They just told
I
me to
think
tell
Lewis
you that.
remembered me too. I definitely
He
remember
does.
him.
He does.
That's crazy.
Lewis remembers quite a bit, even though he was in the room for the most part of the evening.
Yeah.
He had to deal with the aftermath.
Wow, I don't remember seeing. I don't
That's
remember. I don't
why I
remember.
said he had to deal with the aftermath.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's why he still saw her.
Wow.
But yeah,
That
Yo,
is
but
yo,
crazy.
sis,
Mm,
I'm proud of you.
I am
But
too.
I'm proud of you, because
appreciate it.
I just had a little ego moment on my live just now, and I thought we wasn't even gonna get a chance to hear
Yeah,
your
y'all
story.
scared the shit out of me. I'm like abort mission.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and I apologize for that ego moment
Mhm.
because we almost lost hearing your story. It's just me and Royce out here speaking right now. You feel what I'm saying? Now we have another person. Lewis came out yesterday. You see how the universe is universing about that house.
Yeah.
Things was going on in that house.
Yeah.
And the reason my story just don't get, the look is because I wasn't actually violated. So they're like,
Well,
eh. Uh,
I think Cali too, and this is what I was even trying to say before I got off of your live on YouTube. I think allow you allow them to get under your skin, and
I
then you
did.
start losing the actual purpose of the conversation, and they
I
know
did.
that.
I
So
did.
him getting on that live and then talking about, oh, he's calling, and I'm sitting there like, answer the phone. Like, let him talk. You've already said your piece. Let him hang himself. But allowing someone to get under your skin, like we said before in the last live, when it's two people arguing from
Facts.
afar,
Facts.
they look like fools and no one knows the difference.
Facts.
So when you know your truth and you are standing in your truth, no one should be able to take you off of that. But they know how to get under our skin, and I've been that person too. I've been there. And even now, I'm a human. Like there's times where certain things will be said and I'm be like, I got time today. But
Right.
in this
That time.
instant, we are standing so strong together. And like I said, this big ass elephant that we're fighting, No, we couldn't, we couldn't beat him as like little ants because he kept stepping on us. But
Right.
now we crawling up that leg.
I got you.
Let's just
I
keep
got you.
crawling.
Yeah, I
There's
got,
no need
my
to
cousin.
argue, no need to raise our voice.
Right.
Just tell your truth.
No, you're right. You're right. My cousin hit me, and that was the one thing my cousin said to me when he hit me. He said, "Hey, your ego is not your amigo, brother."
Yep,
He said, "You fell for it again,"
yep.
and I had to just, yeah. But I thank you so much, sis, for you know allowing us to hear your voice. I understand where you're coming from. Exactly what's bothering you. You know, I understand. That's dirty. That's real dirty. That's real dirty. And
It is.
these are things that I'm trying to get people to see. Just because
Absolutely.
I didn't personally get violated in that house, there's bigger pictures that went on in that house. There's different accusations that's going on in that house with different people.
Yep.
Yes.
There were several people that were violated.
And everybody isn't even talking. And I'm telling y'all this, I know this because people reached out to me
Hmm.
after my story went out.
Yeah.
People reached out, they're just not ready to come to the front
Well, guess
with their
what?
story.
Guess what? It's 2025.
Right.
It's the second. If it's one thing we got, it's time on our side
Yeah.
because this is our year.
Yeah. I just say let the universe, man, it's gonna happen. Like what's supposed to happen is going to happen. We don't
Absolutely.
control how the universe works.
Yep.
We
At
don't
all.
control how it works. So I thank you, sister. I really thank you for because I really thought we lost your story. And I just want
You
people to
were so,
see what kind
yeah,
of dirty stuff was going on at that party. And when you start to look at these Diddy parties, these Diddy, come on, man, they're not far off. They're
yeah.
not. They're not far off.
You
The
are
stuff
a
that we see
victim.
going on at these in the news
You are
with the,
still a victim, Brandi. Just because you consented to the best of your ability that evening, what you consented to was not
it,
what you
what you
was
thought.
really not what it was.
Yeah,
And I know
And
I,
yet,
I I just tried to give myself the benefit of the doubt because the day I did leave, I called my sister, the one that just called me right now, and I was excited, but again, I was still a little high, a little tripping, going up and down. So I was excited sometimes, and then out of nowhere, I'll just start crying. So the
yeah,
second person I called was a male that is very close to me. This is like my I go to him for everything, and I was broken. I'm like I just did something so stupid and I don't know why I did that, but I was afraid to tell him that I was high,
yeah,
you know. And he talked me off the damn ledge that day.
yeah,
He's like, "You're not, it's not your fault. You're not stupid. Just be careful." Like,
yep,
and I stayed in it for so long. It took me so long to wake up. It took me so long. It wasn't until y'all lives where I knew that you wasn't lying, Royce. He been calling you a liar all these years,
yep.
telling me all these things about how you keeping your son away and how you taking him to court. It
Hmm.
wasn't until I seen that whole thread of him taking you to court. I was like, what the
And I'm
hell? This man been
also
lying to me
still
this whole
being that
time.
mom that is saying like, no, go spend time. I'm still being that mom because I'm also being told by people in my family, like, don't let him say no. Don't let him just, cut him off. He's trying.
And I used to tell him that. Just try, keep trying,
Yeah,
don't stop. You'll see in
yeah.
the
They don't
messages.
they don't tell me that anymore. But at the time, even in my own family, I was being told that I was part of the problem.
Wow.
Wow, man, this is crazy, and I just want the pieces to start falling in
They
place. Hopefully,
I,
and the reason I kept speaking, the reason I kept my foot on dude's neck was because I knew. Remember, if y'all listen to my story, I've been telling y'all I knew I had something spiritually I was there to do. I was there spiritually to do something, and obviously it was to be a voice. It was to be some type of voice. You feel what I'm saying? So I mean, me constantly speaking on it, not letting it die, man. Hopefully, I was just an encouragement to somebody else. Now that we're starting to see things, you know, and then Royce being able to come out and speak now. You feel what I'm
yeah,
saying? And we're matching our stories. Whoa, whoa, whoa! While people were trying to discredit us, call us drug heads, and discredit our stories. Now here comes you. Here you come with your story. You're saying, no, Cali, I heard you that night.
yeah,
No, Royce, I seen them text messages. I seen woo, woo, woo. You were the one that had my keys. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Like, see how things are starting to fall in place because it's time. It's time. The universe is universing. And again, we're not going to convince everybody. You're gonna have the brain dead folks who's going to still come against us. They're going to shame us. They're going to say, Cali, you was, you know, whatever they gonna say.
you jealous and
You
we
jealous
broke.
and you, yeah, man, come on, man. We're bringing a lot of awareness to because these could be your children or your family members
Your
who are
sister,
at one of
your
these parties.
exactly. Mm-hmm.
You're still somebody's daughter, somebody's
Exactly.
cousin, somebody's
And my mom
family member.
don't know about this. I've kept this to myself.
yeah.
And you had to hold that within. All of that. Like, that's crazy. And and then people don't understand why you're a victim. You're a victim. Boy, that's a hell of a thing to hold inside of you. And you feeling
I
like
didn't know that it happened that way until recently with y'all live.
Yep.
I didn't know.
that's
I was
Yeah.
the
believing
universe university.
everything he told me.
That's the universe. Like, it's crazy because I'm watching the timeline right now. Royce hearing this, Royce hearing that. You have to look at where I've been at. I've been telling this story for almost 6 years. I've been telling this story. These dudes was on some other stuff up in there. You feel what I'm saying? And then I got a dude attacking my family, attacking me on the internet, attacking. And then he goes panel to panel to play the victim and tell the to use your phone and somebody asks you, why do you have your phone? That goes right in with what I was told. Then when you said your phone was messing up, that goes right in when I kept saying, yo, did these folks get in my phone? My phone is tripping.
Y'all, I keep changing numbers. I keep changing numbers. And every time I give it to this certain person, weird shit is happening.
Wait, say that again. I'm sorry.
I keep changing my numbers. And every time this certain person gets my number, weird shit happens. Like, I did not text you on Monday. How is that possible? Like, this shit is unexplainable.
Are you using the same address?
On my phone lines?
Yeah.
No, it's 3 different accounts.
Oh shit, I don't know. I was gonna say maybe get a. What I was told recently was to get a UPS. Um, what do they call it? Box.
P.O.
So I
Box.
can get. Yeah, but not a USPS one. A UPS one.
Let me say this to my chat that's listening over there, right? Real quick, because I'm seeing a couple comments, right? Oh wow, they said Lewis has changed his tune from last night. Oh
He's
wow.
speaking.
He's on Kevin's live right now,
Ooh.
and he's playing their live, and they're saying that Lewis has changed his tune up from last night.
Saying what?
Well, like,
I don't know. I don't
wait, what does
know.
that mean?
They said he's playing their phone call on live right now. I don't know what he's saying. I don't know. But let me say this to my chat. Listen, man, the world is watching this story now. His story, his
He
chat,
called Lewis.
his chat is not bigger than the world. His chat is not bigger than the universe.
Let me request Lewis. Hold on, please.
They said no, Kevin recorded him and played it. I told you this dude be recording people.
Oh my God.
He be recording people's phone calls. Like, why are you recording people's phone calls, bro?
Listen, you can record any of my shit. I don't give a
I
damn
don't
because
care
I know what
at
the
this
fuck I
point.
said when I said it, and I'ma stand on it. So
It's
I
just
don't give a goddamn
And if
about
anything
you.
happens to me, we got a track record.
Yeah, but I'm like, if I said some shit, whether it's right or wrong, I stand on my shit. Like, you can record me all the fuck you want to. I got all my phones. I got all the paperwork. I keep everything. Even when it make me look stupid, I still got it.
yeah. See, he's still playing. Like this guy's still playing a dirty game. This
Yeah.
guy's still playing a dirty game. Like he really thinks he's bigger than the universe. Kevin Wesley really thinks. Like, but I'm glad he's doing this because it's really showing people how much of a snake this guy is. Because I guarantee you, he didn't ask Lewis, can I record this and play this on my live? I guarantee you, he didn't. But it
Of course not.
shows you just how much of a snake this guy is.
Listen, whatever he played from Lewis, Lewis got so many videos and pictures and messages. So he better be careful because I don't know what he's playing, but
I
I
don't
mean,
either.
I'm pretty sure it was nothing that Lewis won't be like, oh yeah, I did say that, blah blah blah. But
They
what he
say,
will also follow it up with is proof.
apparently Lewis is debunking y'all lies.
Okay.
Well, here's the thing. Here's the thing. Here's the thing. Let's just say Lewis did flip. That's
Yeah.
not a good look because you just came on our live and said we was telling the truth.
Yeah.
You just came on our live. You joined the live and
I
said we
don't,
were
but
telling.
I don't believe that to be
No, no,
true
no,
though.
no.
But
I'm not
yeah,
saying he did. I'm just saying. Let's just say if it did happen.
yeah,
That's not a good look because you were confirming everything. I mean, yeah.
yeah.
I'm not saying Lewis, I'm not saying, the fact that you're recording this man is crazy. He said, my cousin said he was the property manager and Kevin was a guest to Kev.
A what?
And Kevin was a guest to Kev.
What?
A wait.
He said he was the property manager and Kevin was a guest to Kev. I don't know what that means. A
A
guest.
guest to Kev, the other Kev. Oh, we dropping names now. Oh well, I guess we now know who the. I'm sorry, I ain't even gonna do it. Royce, no,
Oh,
Yeah.
no.
Just
Royce,
he
no. I'm not doing
so
that.
so there's another Kev, cuz? Is you're saying there's another Kevin?
Yeah, and I ain't talking about the cousin either.
Okay, well that's what he's saying. He said he was the he said that he was the property manager and Kevin was just
what?
a guest. Well, that's what he said on the live too.
Okay. Well, if he said Kevin was a gift to Kevin, then again there were two Kevins, not a cousin, that were there. But if he's saying that he was a guest, damn,
Yeah, I
geez.
don't.
Well, I mean, he was also. I mean, he kind of said that last night,
He
where
kind of
he
he
was.
said
Yeah,
that.
he said he didn't have a job. His only job was the assistant. So
Yeah, yeah. He was definitely the assistant. Man, listen, sis.
Sorry.
He was definitely the assistant. I think what happened to you,
I can't hear you.
Yeah, you went mute.
my phone. So I can't answer the phone. I can't answer the phone. I'm on my phone on live and I'm
They're
streaming
trying
on.
to they're trying to deflect again.
Mm.
So whoever is in the comments trying to tell us, oh, that Lewis is doing this, Lewis is doing that, they're trying to deflect the conversation again and get us off topic. But
Y'all
I think we've
can't.
already addressed it enough anyway. So at this point, it's a little bit
Yeah,
redundant. And I'm about to go get my unlimited chips and dips.
As
And
you should.
no doubt. Sis, hey, listen. You can get my number if you need to. From Royce.
Appreciate y'all.
Um, just also support. You feel what I'm saying? If you need it, man, hey, I'm here, man. Um, I think more things are going to fall in place behind this story. Too many people,
absolutely.
too many people know about what was going on at that house. Now, and we're only talking about one night.
One night.
We're only talking about one night at that house.
Man, Superman can't get back from Thailand fast enough, let me tell you.
He on his way.
Girl, you might need to catch the next plane out.
Um, I'm gonna tell you this, sis. Just document, man. Document any weird stuff to your phones, any weird messages. Document it, man. Document it. Put it in a safe place. Get it to somebody, man. I'm gonna say it again. If anything should happen to any one of us, man, behind, hey, y'all know where to start looking. Y'all know where to start y'all investigations.
Yep,
You know. But yeah, sis, I'm gonna jump off of here right now, and I'm gonna close my live out over here. But you can definitely get my number from Royce, man. We all need to stay in contact because we may have to help somebody else put the pieces together in their situation. All right. So,
absolutely.
yo, again, sis, thank you so much for telling your side of your story. You also helped confirm some things on my story. They're already calling us liars, but don't even worry about it. We just gonna let the universe, man. All right.
Yep.
I appreciate y'all, man. I'm about to get out of here.
Okay,
All
y'all.
right.
Peace.
Have a good night. Be safe.
You too. Good night.
Good night.